Good evening and welcome to the evening news. I am Kayode Adebayo. President Bola Tinubu has reiterated his resolve to stabilize the economic community of West African states and contribute to peace in Africa. The president made the remark in a statement by the Senior Special Assistant on Media and Communications Office of the Vice President, Mr. Stanley Nkucha, during the closing ceremony of the African Military Games 2024 in Abuja. President Tinubu, represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, also reiterated his administration's determination to roll out all forms of security threats and violent crimes in Nigeria. The president, who is the chairman of ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government, said he intended to accomplish all this by strengthening ties across African countries to promote a profound sense of camaraderie among troops on the continent. The president said the second edition of the African Military Games could not have come at a better time 2 decades after the last edition was held. He said the military sport will go a long way in awakening the spirit of comradeship and friendship that is crucial to enhance cooperation among militaries across the African continent. While declaring the African Military Games Abuja 2024 closed, Tinubu congratulated delegates from participating countries across Africa for their good conduct and display of the spirit of sportsmanship. In the meantime, President Bola Tinubu has said the good life Nigerians enjoyed before his administration was not real and could have led to the country's economic collapse, which is why the fuel subsidy was removed. The president made the remark during the convocation ceremonies at the Federal University of Technology, Akure, emphasizing that his dual policies of removing the fuel subsidy and unifying the exchange rate were aimed at preventing the collapse of Nigeria's economy. Recall that Tinubu announced the removal of the petrol subsidy on May 29, 2023 during his inauguration. The president, who was represented by the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ilorin, Professor Wahab Egbewole, stated that his administration was fully aware of the consequences of the difficult decision to remove the fuel subsidy. He explained that the subsidies were meant to support the poor and make life better for all Nigerians. The president assured Nigerians that the measures taken by his administration were beginning to bear fruits with signs of economic improvement. Governor Adeleke has expressed appreciation to the people of Osun, to the people and residents of Osun for their support during the second anniversary of his administration. This is contained in a statement by the spokesperson to the governor, Malam Olaole Rashid, and made available to newsmen in Osogbo. According to Malam Rashid, Governor Adeleke, who stated that project commissioning will continue until the end of the month, stressed that the feedback has strengthened his resolve to do more across the sectors. The statement added that the governor is passionate about service delivery to the state, and it will cease to be a construction site as he will supervise its remodeling into the best among the rest. The House of Representatives has suspended indefinitely the debate on the tax reforms bill earlier fixed for tomorrow following mounting pressure from the 19 northern state governors. The planned debate was called off in a memo signed by the clerk of the House of Representatives, Dr. Yahya Danzaria, as 73 northern lawmakers kicked against the bills. Those who rejected the bills include 48 reps members from the Northeast, 24 federal lawmakers from Kano, and a former governor of Sokoto State, Senator Aminu Tambuwa, who represents Sokoto South Senatorial District. According to Dr. Danzaria, the rescheduling is due to the need for further and broader consultations with all relevant stakeholders, while a new date and venue for the session will be communicated in due course. Recall that President Bola Tinubu transmitted 4 tax reform bills to the National Assembly for consideration following the recommendations of the Taiwo Oyedele-led Presidential Committee on Fiscal and Tax Reforms. The bills included the Nigerian Tax Bill 2024, which aims to provide a fiscal framework for taxation in the country, and the Tax Administration Bill, which will provide a clear and concise legal framework for all taxes in the country and reduce disputes, among others. The founder of Glory Land Christian Church of God International, Bishop Dola Salako Adeoye, has admonished Nigerians not to lose hope in God's power to restore glory of the country. Bishop Salako Adeoye gave the admonition at the 25th anniversary of the church in Osogbo, as the founder of the church banned his wife, Reverend Tony Salako Adeoye, joined by the congregation, family, friends, and well-wishers, rolled out the drums in thanksgiving to God for his goodness, favors, mercies, and providence over the faithful. The 3-in-1 celebration includes the 25th anniversary of the establishment of the church, the 38th ordination anniversary of Bishop Adeleke, and the 32nd wedding anniversary of the couple. Now to sports. Dozens of people were killed in clashes between fans at the football match in Guinea's second largest city in Zirikore. Prime Minister Mamadou Horibea said a stampede at the event led to a number of victims and called for calm. Thousands of spectators were present when the chaos happened at a match between Zirikore and Labe. The match was said to be part of a tournament in honor of President Mamadi Doumbouya, who seized power in a coup in September 2021. Reports say the fracas started with a contested decision by the referee. Then fans invaded the pitch and police used tear gas after supporters of the visiting team, Labe, threw stones towards the pitch in anger at the referee, but no official casualty figures have been given. Some of those lying unresponsive on the ground appear to be children. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Barr said regional authorities are working to restore calm and hospitals were aiding the injured. Now on the foreign scene, US, Germany, France, and United Kingdom have issued a joint statement calling for the de-escalation of violence in Syria, where rebel forces have launched their biggest offensive against the government of Bashar al-Assad in years. According to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, the NATO allies said they were closely monitoring developments in Syria, where 255 people, mostly militants, died last week. In their joint statement, the countries urged de-escalation for the protection of civilians and infrastructure to prevent further displacement and destruction of humanitarian access. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs said over 14,000 people, including children, have been displaced by the violence in recent days. Syria's armed forces said it had redeployed troops and was preparing for a counterattack, acknowledging that insurgents had entered large parts of the city, but denying report that they had established bases. And that ends the evening news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 7 for major report. Good evening.